Good afternoon, everybody. It's the 23rd of March 2012, and as you can see, I've got headlight shells on the three-wheeler. And I have to say that now that it's got its face, it looks kind of like an alien. At any rate, over the last week or so, I was able to get the headlight mounts done. As you can see, they've got bracing tubes, which are mostly there for show because it's a piece of 1-inch tube welded to the frame. And the platforms that I made have enough space on the back to weld a tab where I'm going to mount the turn signals on the front. And I also have to mount tabs on the back at the back of the frame for the turn signals as well. As here you can see what I did there. I still have to grind the welds down. That flange at the bottom of the platform that the headlight sits on, I did those by welding a straight piece in one section and then bending it and welding it and 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 bending it and welding it until I got all the way around to the other side, at which point I said, that looks good. Yeah, so these things are on. I'm actually really excited. Whoops, tripping over my floor jack here. I'm actually really excited because I think I'm highly motivated to get the electrics done on this thing. And once I get the electrics done, I can make sure that the fuel pump works, and I can make sure it squirts gas up to the carburetors. And I think this thing, in all honesty, is 4 to 6 weeks away from running. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. Over there, as long as it's light enough out, this thing doesn't. The video on my tablet isn't so bad. What I'm doing now is here we have on the bench. Here we have our various turn signals that were on the Yamaha. This is a Yamaha turn signal, and this right here, as you can see, the housing is somewhat different. Way back when, the Yamaha was missing a rear turn signal, because of a crash from a previous owner, and so I replaced it with this Suzuki unit that I got out of the boneyard. Yay! And here are the other two here. So I have 3 Yamaha turn signals and 1 Suzuki turn signal. This is a rear. This one is a rear, and these 2 are the fronts. And what I got to do is I think I'm going to have to nip that off and pull the wire out and cut this off. So that it doesn't stick out quite so far to the inside of the headlight mount. So, whoops, that's blurry. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now is I'm sectioning these little mounts that have they have these squares on them that were for mounting in these rubber grommets that went on the side of the Yamaha headlight, but I don't need those anymore. These are just going to be straight holes. And I think what I'll do is I'll either cut a few pieces of motorcycle inner tube, the second most useful substance on earth besides duct tape, or I'll go get some rubber washers, and those will be the vibration isolation for the turn signals. So anyway, I've got some aluminum dust to create. Okay, here we have the 2 brackets I've made for mounting the front turn signals. This one has a smaller hole for the Yamaha turn signal. This one has a bigger hole for the Suzuki turn signal. So we're going to put the Yamaha on the driver's side and the Suzuki on the passenger side. These were the ones that were on the back of the motorcycle, but I'm putting them on the front because they have shorter threaded sections and shorter wires that will be a little easier for me to hook up. And I think I'm going to have to modify the fronts to put them on the back, or maybe I'll just leave them alone. But anyway, I'm going to get welding now, so yeah, here we go. Of course, one of the first things I have to do here is take that headlight shell off. I've already taken that one off. It's time to take that one off and then weld me some tabs. Okay, we're ready to weld. There's the passenger side bracket, and here's the driver's side bracket. I'm going to tack them in and then put the lights and the turn signals on and see how they fit. And if they suck, I'll cut them off. If they don't suck, I'll weld them fully, but here we go. Well, there they are. It's got turn signals on the front now. The brackets welded in nicely, as you can see, and the turn signals have mounted to them sufficiently well that I'm just going to leave them. And I've made an important discovery, I think, about MIG welding in the garage, that I'm going to do the heavier welding. I should plug it in the cellar. Anyway, that side looks good, the other side looks good. They're nice and even, and its little frog face is looking even better. Cool. Alright, well, that's done for today.